How important has Pep Guardiola been to your development?
Muchísimo, ¿no? Desde que llegó Guardiola hizo que el equipo jugara de esta manera. Cuando llegó a mí me hizo jugar más adelante, más cerca del arco para intentar de que consiguiera más goles que hasta la llegada de él mucho no había hecho. Y es grande por cómo prepara los partidos, los entrenamientos, que cada partido lo prepara como si fuera una final, sea cual sea el partido, lo prepara por igual a todo, por la visión que tiene cuando se juegan los partidos, por todo, ¿no? Por lo que demuestra es el mejor entrenador del mundo.
I think Guardiola is an amazing coach. When I was there, the coaching was different compared to what I had before. It's totally on a different level. That's why he's successful, because if you see on his career, if you take the last 10 to 15 years, the guy never came third place. He's always first or second. So the coach is amazing.
Certainly Pep, I mean, when Pep's come in, I mean, the whole country now here, even down in League Two, in non-league, they try to play out, and he sort of brought that in, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's amazing because I remember when he first came, the first season or two, saying people said there's no way you can play that kind of football, and pundits were critical. They said no, you can't do that. You can't build up from the back and this play, and he was going, it's my way. That's it, and he's been proven absolutely 100% right that you can, and indeed now people are following him, which has been great for our game. And one of the reasons why we're getting, young footballers and they're all playing the proper way. Whereas, I mean, I think playing surfaces added to that, because they're all pure and lovely to play on now. But he has made a massive difference for the good in our football.
Since I was 15, he was captain of Barcelona. He was a role model for me by then. Then we played together a little bit. Then we moved away, he did his life. Then we started to talk again about the possibility to work together in England. And we spent fantastic 4 years together. When you are with him every day and you see why he's such a successful manager, why he's won everything he's won, and why he always makes his teams play the way he does, understands that there are a lot of similarities to what I want to do, but obviously everybody's different.
In terms of Pep Guardiola, what's the one thing you take from the time that you spent with him?
He's very clever and he understands the game as no one I've seen before. He gives you all the tools to go to the game and be ready and for any kind of situation. He studies very well the other team. And from that, he starts to tell you, you have to do this in this situation, in that situation. So you feel very confident that you will be ready for the game, no matter the challenge, no matter how difficult it will be, the striker you have to mark or the center back you will have to face. And this is all because of him. He knows how to prepare the games. Mentally, he's very good. His speeches are very emotional, so it makes you feel...
What kind of emotional things before the games?
No, related, he touched your heart, related to, I don't know, depending on the game, if there is, I don't know, I remember that time Barcelona versus Madrid, there were different episodes where the rivalry is very big with Mourinho, when Mourinho was the coach of Madrid. And I remember that talking, he used the right word every time to make you feel that you have in front of you a very strong challenge, but an opportunity to prove yourself and to prove to the world that we are here and that we can beat them. And at that time, every time we had to face Real Madrid was a tough one.
Apparently we're going to win the league, and we won it by 100, like we got 100 points, you know what I mean? It was like, wow. So at the end of the first season, we just managed to get into the top 4, I think. And I'm on the phone to him and he said, don't worry. It's going to be different next season. We're going to win next season. We're going to win. He said to me, we're going to win the league. And I'm like, wow. So he's had his first trophyless season since he became a manager. The entire Premier League has gone, in his face, right? The entire pundit community are like going, see, told you it wouldn't work here. Calling him out, saying it's not going to work, this total football nonsense, it's not going to work. But it shows you the measure of the guy where he's just like, he knew, and I texted him on the eve of the next season, and he said we're going to win.
If you're asking me, he's going to go down as one of the greatest managers of all time. He's had an unbelievable influence on the game of football and all of us involved in it. whether it's consciously or unconsciously been influenced by him. Absolutely. What an unbelievable manager.
For me, he's the number one coach. But I appreciate him and when he worked in Barcelona, in Munich, and in the Manchester City.
Maybe Johan Cruyff started it, but Pep made it nearly perfect with the side of Barcelona. He had a big influence at Bayern. The Bayern game changed completely. So he's an outstanding manager, 100%. But you can't see it on the pitch. He's a really influential manager, and he has a clear idea. And it's pretty much a good idea, to be honest. So it's and now he's in City, and I think he's there to be successful and not to show how good he is. So that's the thing. That's how we all are. We want to help our team.
In 2 years with Pep, I learned more than before in many years.
I think everyone who has been trained by him is very lucky.
So determined, always wants to improve you as a player. But it's just analysis on games. Yeah, obviously tell us about the opponent and what he thinks they'll do. It always seems to happen.
All those little bits are in the end the little details that push you forward and push us as a team to be at our best ability.
I think it's changed the view of many people of how the game should be played. It's made the game more beautiful.
Pep gave us a lot of motivation for every single game. If we played in the first cup round against a third division team, it was like to playing a cup final.
I think he wants to develop the game that his team wants to play every year. He always thinks, how can I be more creative with my team, even more attacking.
The standards that he sets, not just for the starting 11, it's the people that come off the bench. So we don't even say the subs, we say the finishers. It's down to us as captains to make sure that his message filters to the new players that have come in.
You can have the best idea in the world, but then if you don't have the leadership to make it effective, it's not really going anywhere, and I think that's when he's really ahead of many others.
You see a team, if you held a match and if you took away the strips and didn't know which team was which, you could tell which team was Pep's, because they have a certain playing style, a method, and you could spot them easily.
Everything what he talk makes sense, and in the end you listen to him because you know that he's right.
He's a genius, definitely a special coach and one of the best in the world.
When I win a game and after I'm a failure when you lose a game, so I'm not a genius, honestly. I'm a guy who works incredible in the world. I'm there. In that I'm good. I spend a lot of time here and there. I try to be the first to arrive and the last to leave, and there's no secrets. And normally happen in because I don't understand the satisfaction, personal satisfaction. I'm not talking about happiness. Satisfaction is completely different. To do a job about. I don't want get something without effort. I don't want it. It doesn't work. When something here, I give you this, that, no value. It's not satisfaction. Satisfaction is when you don't win the Champions League. Yeah, okay, yeah. I put more effort to try. It works good. No works. My friend, I won 3 in my career as a football player. I cannot remember more. We were closer in the other times. So in that, I'm good.